So, yes, I know Motivation Monday is supposed to be on Monday, and today's Tuesday. And I was finishing up a challenge that I was doing as well as a writing class. So, I wanted to make it short of the time to still talk to you all today. So, what I want to start doing is a 6-part series talking about needs and how we satisfy those needs, because in the end every single thing we do is in response to a need. If we decide to cross a certain street, if we apply for a certain job, it's all to fulfill a need in us. And I know that a lot of you have probably heard about like the Maslow hierarchy of needs and things like that, but what this really is going to be centering around is after I finished the Tony Robbins seminar, one of the things that I really got out of that was this concept that each person, each human being has 6 needs. And we're going to go one by one through them, and why this is important to you in your life is there's probably things you're doing to satisfy needs that might be healthy, and there's things that you're doing that are actually impacting your life in a negative way just so you can get that need fulfilled, because we all need every single need. As we go through, there might be some needs that are more important to you that are to you than others. Sometimes it's, oh, that's not really a big need of mine, but something else might be a big need for you. So what I encourage you to do is take a notebook. On each page, write down each subject, and then we'll just take a few minutes before, during or after to kind of journal a little bit. It's kind of just nice to start off a Monday by getting the thoughts out of your head and really maybe getting a different experience of yourself or a different perspective on your life choices. So the first need is going to be certainty. And I know that's an ironic one to start off at, as right now the last thing in our world is certain. Every single day there's something else that's not certain. But next week we'll talk about uncertainty. But for now, let's just focus on certainty. So really think, how do you satisfy certainty in your life? What are some of the things you do so that your mind knows that some things are certain? For example, in my life, one thing that I do with certainty, especially recently, is I start with a morning routine. I wake up, I meditate, I write at 7 a.m. with a friend. At 8 o'clock, I go for a run. So when I wake up in the morning, even if the world is in complete chaos, I know that part that I can have control over is something that is going to end up working out. No matter if I'm sick, no matter what's going on, I know I'm going to start my day in that same way. For whatever reason I can't run, I have another exercise at that time. So what are some of the things that you do? And you can put them below in the YouTube or the Facebook, whatever you're listening on. What are some of the things that you do in order to have certainty in your life? And really look at them and say, is this really contributing, helping my life, or is it taking away? So for example, my way of certainty was to, not set an alarm so I know I get enough sleep every day. That's probably not the best thing, because I probably would be late for work, right? So really look at your life and see where you utilize certainty and maybe use it to justify things. For example, a way that you might be using certainty in a negative way is, a lot of times when I start a relationship, I'll end up just getting kind of like nervous and upset over something small. And what that does is it lets me know how it's going to end. I already don't have to worry if the guy's going to break up with me or what's going to happen, because I already know that that he's going to respond to that, and maybe he'll decide to disappear after, a date or two. And that's probably not the healthiest way to have certainty in your life. Maybe you're disorganized. So you feel like, okay, well, I know for certain that this is how it's going to be, and I don't have to worry about uncertainty. Some people they need everything in a planner to have certainty. So it depends on the person, but with everything you do, look at it and look at your actions each day and say, am I doing this for certainty? Am I doing this because I feel like I have this need that's not being filled, that I'm not certain about things in life right now? And I know right now is a little bit of a crazy time. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling stressed out, make a list of what you can do in order to be more certain. Maybe it's having dinner at the same time every day. Maybe it's every Monday making sure to watch my video, and I will be more consistent on that. Maybe it's on Monday is the day you always call your mom. Find a way to create some certainty in your life, especially in this uncertain world. But while you're doing that, make sure that you're still living your life. For example, maybe you order the same hamburger at the same diner every single time you go out to dinner. And while that's like okay, you're missing out on so many other meals because you so need to be certain that every single time that's all you eat. I mean, I went on a date once and the guy had to sit at a certain table, order a certain food at a certain time. And I immediately knew that I couldn't be with him because I needed someone that had a little bit of an uncertainty. And it's also something to look at when you're dating of, are your needs the same as his other person's? Of the 6 needs, which we'll keep going into, is there ones that complement each other? Or you're totally different things that both of you need? Or is one person maybe strong at that need and can help the other person? I can really see how they kind of play off of each other. So today, again, the need is certainty, and your challenge is to look at your life and write down what you do in order to be certain, and really look at them and see if they're things that you should keep doing or not. Again, if it's something like a routine of, working out every morning, that might be something good. You probably should keep that up. But if it's something that you stay up till 2 in the morning every day just so you have the certainty that you're up until your eyes are starting falling asleep, that's probably not the healthiest choice. So next week, I will be back with our next topic, which is going to be about uncertainty and what we do in order to fulfill that need. But for this week, really look at what you do for certainty and in what ways it might be improving your life and in what ways it might be holding you back because you're not actually taking any chances or living. I hope you can hear me over this crazy storm that's going on, but I will see you on Monday. I promise Monday next week. And I'm looking forward to exploring these needs a little bit with you and love to hear any comments you might have about certainty and how you see it plays a role in your life and if you want to change anything about the role it plays in your life. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon and thank you for tuning in once again. Subscribe if you have not, share. My mission really is to create some possibility in this world, and even if someone doesn't know me, I would love for them to watch this and get something out of it. And I can't wait to hear from all of you. Have a great day.